We are talking about the joy of embodiment here, about those times in our lives when we are buzzing with the ecstatic energy of aliveness. Nothing exists except for the moment. You're alive, aware, awake, and the joy of the moment envelops your entire being, where the body and being align with the infinite possibilities of the universe. Somatics is about feeling our body from within. Somatic practice recognizes that the body's physical sensations influence our physical perception as well as emotional well-being. It's not just about thinking or being in your head, I have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. Do have a listen. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, guys. Welcome to the podcast, Theatre of Joy. Today we have a treat for you. There are 3 people here, all wonderful, and all from the world of movement. Movement, not dance. I think I will let they explain to you what it all is. So we have Dilshan, Guru Suraj, and Harman. They're all movers and shakers. And I've learned a lot from Guru and also in the other workshop that I did. And my God, being in the body is just like delicious. It's amazing. We move every day of our lives. We move in a very, very structured way. And in a way so that we don't put our body into any kind of danger. We're always kind of, but improvising while you're moving and moving to the celestial beat is something different. So today, we'll learn something more about that. Who wants to go first?
Dilshan wants to go first.
I have to go first. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So where should I start? Since
Tell us something about movement and how is it a genre? How has it sort of evolved into just another way of being, of performing, of being together?
So for me, I would say personally, from my own experience, I feel movement is a way of expression. And I resonate with this form of contact improvisation or Butoh because it doesn't have a set choreography. It has
not the structure.
It's not structures, it's more, let's say, directions or principles which support the body and supports the process. So I feel there is a lot more free space for anyone, including myself, who doesn't have any movement background before this, to find a way to move and express.
So for the viewers, let's go from something I think we all understand, is the body language. So there's a lot of, noise about body language, especially in today's world. And so the practice of Butoh and contact improvisation, actually, where does it stand as far as body language is concerned? And so you evolve into, like they say, being yourself. Then you have space to improvise. Is that?
I feel it's one of it as a way to express how we are or how a single person is, as a way to improvise or express. But it also gives a little bit more thought into how a collective can express with the space.
Oh, so more than 2 people, then moving all together.
Yes. So there, I don't know if it is coming from me or maybe it's coming from you. Maybe it's coming together. But there is some sort of qualities that come. And there, it's very nice to understand, like, oh, where did this thing come from? How is my body changing?
Moving like that.
How is my body taking inspiration from the space? Maybe it's taking inspiration from someone. Maybe it's taking inspiration from some emotion. So I feel it has more layers. It's like making lasagna. After each layer, you put some sauce, and then you put another layer, and it just keeps adding, adding. And the more the layers, the more the sauce, the more juicy it gets. Something like this.
So when we take off again from what we are,
Mm.
people like me understand.
Yeah.
It's like we all our body language unconsciously,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And mostly we are in reaction to the space that is there.
Mhm.
And but when we are in a almost like a created space,
Mhm.
space in which we don't feel afraid, there's nobody's directing us.
Mhm.
There's no structure or system on our heads, right?
Mhm.
Like in a Bharatanatyam dance studio, we would know Guruji is there.
Yeah.
This is what we are going to do.
Mhm.
But when we are improvising, then there's just space.
Yeah.
And then you start working with your being and the space
Mhm.
and your improvisation.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Build on that.
Yeah, you can build on it. I would say here, instead of a Guruji, there is usually a guide or a facilitator.
Yeah.
And this person, even though is very silent or might not be a big ego in the space, has a lot of responsibility on how to make a container or curate the space.
Curate the space, which is important.
Which is important.
Because we are so body shy. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So depending on the guide or the facilitator, I feel there is more possibilities to find expressive movement without judgment or shame, and which also has a specific direction. It's not that we are going anywhere or everywhere. There is some direction I feel that we are going towards, and that comes with a little bit of structure. It is not so heavy. But that little bit of structure becomes, let's say, okay, that direction. Oh, I want to go forward.
So structure, you say. Structure in the sense, not like Jaipur Kathak or ballet or the foxtrot or Bharatanatyam, but structure.
But structure. So if I would speak about something like Butoh, for instance, we work with a lot of abstract poetry.
So tell people what Butoh is.
Yes. So Butoh is this interesting form that came from Japan when there was the war, and then a few artists starts to see only decay and destruction around. So
this is after the bomb.
Yeah, after this whole ruins and people suffering. So these artists were working with what they see in the space. So in that space, when they were seeing only suffering and all of this pain, they wanted to see how you can take that as inspiration and show something that can be beautiful from it. That could be a little bit, let's say, transcending. A possibility to grow out of that space of heaviness by moving with it instead of holding everything in, which I feel is a big human habit where we eat up our emotions and then the body becomes more and more rigid. So here they found a way to like, okay, I can use this rigidity, I can use this heavy emotion or heavy surroundings and find a way to move with that and show something which is not so beautiful, which is something might be heavy, something that could be causing friction or destruction in a poetic way, where it can still share the emotion in different polarities. Yeah. So that's how I can say Butoh is for me. Where I can bring myself into it, where I can bring the collective into it, where I can also bring, let's say, wherever I am at that presence of where I am, I can share some of that without any words.
Yeah. So you were saying structure in Butoh.
Yes. So there we use specific poetry or specific pathways where we imagine to become certain things. I can imagine to become, let's say, this camera or the room or the air in the room as an example. It can go into different layers. So here we use certain poetry as a guide where we set a container or a safe space in the room that we practice this. And then together we try to go into that space and see what is there to be found. Something that may not come from me, something that may not come from my lineage, my family, something that may not come from my community. Is there something more?
Or the way you used to move in your body.
Exactly.
And Guru, in
improv, there is not even that structure, right?
Yes, there is no clear structure as such, but there is a underlining principle. We call it like this is which is naturally existing in nature because gravity, as we already
Gravity
know,
is there.
gravity
We can't
is
do
there.
anything about
We
it.
can't do it until unless we go outside of the space.
Yeah.
Still, there is like a buoyancy they call, or in the water.
But
So
we
this.
use gravity for our...
Yes. So this is the structure.
Yeah.
So anything will fall for sure.
Yeah.
You throw up, it will come down.
Yeah.
And how do I use this? And how do I share that? And because that's what we call it weight as well. When we call like, oh, I feel heavy, emotionally or physically, it's like it kind of like drags you down. So that is kind of the structure, I would say, and which we use it in everyday process most of the time. We cannot exist without it.
This is so interesting. So you also just attended a Butoh workshop.
Yes. I have been like taking workshops, few here and there, and of course I don't call myself a Butoh practitioner, but I love Butoh what gives to the body, and also like in general to a bodily structure, because it's not very limiting. It's just like okay, you can move or become anything, which somehow in Indian context or Indian culture, cultural dances or traditional dances,
You don't.
yeah, we all do this. And then, but now it's like, oh, what do I do with a decaying flower? It's like, okay, I can also become a decaying flower. And there is also beauty
But in the basic essence of improv is not actually using anything as a... It's just
I think
discovering your joy of embodiment.
Yes, but also I think using everything. It's like a kid living, like you let it and it just explores everything.
And tries a little bit of that.
Yeah, I want to take this, I want to put this in my mouth. Oh, that looks beautiful, I will take that.
Yeah.
So it just takes influence of everything that appears to it as a creativity. And I think this is what we are trying to become, because as we grow up, we try to sit and not move most of the time.
A child is always improvising.
It's always improvised. I think this is where I think we are not doing anything.
And we lose that when we are put in structures.
Yes, and then we start to sit in school for like 12 years in the chair, which we asked not to move.
Yes.
And then suddenly you give like 1 hour to move. Like, no, we have been moving since ages.
And then you're shamed if you're not moving according to
it's so complicated in a way. And I think this is great because improvising, anybody can improvise. It's only like going back. I think going back and seeing what is beautiful, what is, oh, I'm excited in what you are doing. I'm like, oh, I'm interested. Oh, I'm interested in him. What is he doing? And I go to him and I'm like, oh, I'm interested in what you're wearing. So I can.
In fact, the structures of this society and the way we approach even a stranger, even a friend or a relative or a senior and a junior, they are also structured. That our body, that's where the body language comes in. It's kind of you shift and you know how to get into what space. So Harman, you are a kindred spirit because you have been brought up and born in Chandigarh and I am a Chandigarhite. So there I can relate to what you have experienced in the Chandigarh schools, in the family structures. So how did you find movement? How did you find it in your life?
Actually, I was working in IT before, in a professional corporate job. And then I felt that this is not something I would like to pursue, and I would like to explore. Maybe I will become writer, maybe I will become farmer. I was more interested in organic farming, permaculture and all of this. But never was there this word mover or dancer. This was never existing. Maybe singer, maybe something. And when I was on my quest to find something, actually I was in Udaipur, in Shikshantar.
You were.
And there, guru and few other teachers, they happened to conduct a 3-day workshop. And I was dating someone and she wanted to go there. And I thought I will not let her go alone because it's a very touchy thing. And I was this little bit...
That's part of the baggage our bodies carry.
I had heard about this, but I thought, no, I will also go there. And I just went there and the world it just shifted. It just turned.
Yeah.
And I was brought into this movement. And this is what I really like about this form is it has such a structure that we have been talking about, where I could see myself moving without the idea of mistake, without the idea that how is my form looking? Is it good or is it bad?
Yes.
And when I reflect, I see that the only thing that has been holding me back all my life, I met contact at 33 years old. All these 33 years, I didn't want to dance because of just this
You were
thing.
scared of how you would look.
How I would look and how I'm moving, is it good enough for people? And that was holding me.
Is it aesthetic enough?
Yes.
The idea of aesthetics is so plastic. I mean, like it's been given to us and we have no idea actually if anybody asks us. Yeah.
And then there are some people who propose that you can move, but we are not moving because we want to create a certain shape. We are moving because we want to have a structure or a score that move. What is the sensation within your arm? Where do you feel light or where do you feel heavy? Just explore that. And in that, I don't have to worry about the form. I don't know how I look. And this was very, very liberating for me.
I had the same experience. Bangalore, when the first contact improv workshop I attended, yeah.
So I like
So
this
freeing.
word. Yes. And since then, I've been just moving.
Oh, wow.
And I've been also exploring this idea that my movement, is that movement a dance or not? Because I was questioning myself, or I was being questioned by people, is this dance? Are you a dancer? When I'm practicing or training among people, they are called professional dancers. Some of them are professional dancers, and I'm existing within them, and I'm questioning myself. I'm not a dancer, but I'm existing.
Why get into a dabba?
Yeah.
We are anyway seeking the out of the box, I think,
Yes.
in today's world, and we're lucky for that. You know, that it has become like a thing.
Yes. So this really opened up these questions. What is a dance?
Yeah.
What is a movement? And is there some kind of pleasure in that? So I think that's how it kind of opened up.
I think this dance word is also like limiting because we come from a lot of information of what is dance and what dance is.
And what Guruji says.
Yes. How long did I practice? How much? How much time I woke up and did
Riyas.
it's like counting numbers, days, and timing. But I'm like, why do we need all this thing to categorize and put yourself in a smaller container? Movement is much bigger than dance.
Now you can't imagine. I was 59 when I first met Contact.
Wow.
And I mean, for one day I just sat. I said, no, I'm too old. These are all dancers. And then it has no gates and no limitations for anything. Any age group, any body, limitation, as they say, right?
Yeah, then we have like a lot of disabled bodies moving as well.
Yeah.
It's like you just
nothing.
need to move. That's it. And doesn't matter even if like the hands or fingers. Even that is not needed. It's like okay, the person is moving. That is enough. I think that's already a big
And that is enough for the person moving.
Yes.
Because it's such joy. You know? I mean, it's like such freedom, such joy. And a lot more other things than joy also, but I don't think you can name them.
Yes. How long can you seek joy outside?
It's inside.
It's very limiting.
Yeah,
And then at some point it finishes. I make a performance, I show, I feel joy. And after that, like, I don't have it because only the people give me. But how long the people will give?
Yeah.
And how long will I seek for people? But from inside, I'm like, oh, I'm dancing, and then I'm like, oh, it's just coming back again and again. It's like you just dig a hole, and then the water opens. Now you
And
know.
then it won't stop.
Yeah, now it's a well. Like how long?
Yeah. And there is no, I mean, we in India, I think even in classical forms,
Yes.
anywhere in the world,
Anywhere in the world.
there is in this kind of movement, improvisation, let's say, there is no ladder you have to climb up. You know, there's no, you're
nowhere
only
to
on the
go.
first
Yeah.
rung, so, you know, stay there and you have to climb hard until you get to the, no.
No, we don't have ladder at all.
It is just, yeah, all you need to do is just let go of a lot of, you know,
Yeah, we
things
use
blocking
lift.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill.
And you don't even know how the lift works.
Yeah,
You don't care.
No care. Press the button. Force, I go. I go down. It's like nobody knows, and it's like it's just the joy of like going up and down. Actually, the
Yeah.
sensation.
Yeah.
Actually, kids like this swing. It just reminds me of like going back to the lift. It just gives this swing effect of like, oh, I feel good inside, and this sensation, I want to crave it again and again.
And you've noticed little kids want to go on the lift again and again.
Yes.
They'll come down
Because
and they'll press the button again
like
and
the
go up
feeling
again.
of it.
Yeah.
And this feeling is what we are all missing in most of our times, because we are all bound to the so-called climb the ladder or the stairs,
Yeah.
and then like, okay, where do I go up?
And have somebody judge us.
Yeah.
कि तुमने ये तो ये वो क्या कहते हैं ये ठीक नहीं किया.
Fingers are not pressed.
But all three of you have had contact improv experience and Butoh also.
Yes.
So what would you say is the difference? I mean, what is, there must be very subtle.
I would say similarities, but rather than a difference, because it's a somatic practice, Butoh also, because it also looks movement from inside out rather than outside in, like most of the forms. And also it gives body different possibilities as well, because sometimes when you share weight and when you dance, you don't know if you are doing or if the other person is doing something. It just becomes that somebody else is moving, and this somebody else can be the earth, or we call the third entity, or something that what we call as magic.
Third entity, I mean, is that a thing in Butoh?
Yes, kind of like, it's like kind of like, I don't know if I am moving it or you are moving it, but we are falling into the earth, and something is mutually guiding us, and it doesn't have to be something which is like outside of this world. It can be very simple. I don't know who.
Yeah, but I mean, tell me more about the entity.
The third entity.
Ah.
So it's like again what I was saying, whatever that comes from yourself, whatever that comes from your community, like your surrounding, and let's say whatever came from your own lineage, like your father, grandfather. There's all these conditioned thoughts and conditioned ways.
All the baggage. Okay.
All the baggage. In this space of moving, if we can empty that baggage, maybe something else comes in. And in Butoh, we are questioning what that something else is.
That spirit that frees you.
Exactly. It can be a spirit, it can be a medium, it can be just inspiration from the space, but it's definitely not coming only from you. An empty cup can have possibility to fill it again. So here you're allowing something else to be filled. And then see how that changes your body.
And actually that's what science and all the advanced theories of spiritual or whatever, the new age. No, but I believe it, that the Akashic records, I mean, all that you remember is not only from your little box here.
Yeah.
It is like from whatever has been recorded, and energy is never destroyed.
Yes. And we are all borrowing it. And we keep borrowing it all the time. And we have to give it back.
Yeah, but the only way that we limit ourselves is like refusing to borrow it.
Yeah.
Getting into logic, reasoning, and too much overthinking.
Also, I feel it's this strong attachment to this idea of self. Like We have this idea like, okay, I am this
Distinct
person.
self, my skin
I
is...
behave like this. I have to be this nice person. And I am, my mother is this person, so I cannot disrespect my mother out in public. Or I don't want to disrespect my family. I am friends with these people, so I don't want to disrespect.
All this that you're saying is amazing. I resonate with it. I'm sure a lot of people listening too also.
Yeah.
But did you come to this knowing? It's not knowledge, it's knowing.
Knowing,
which is always there inside all of us. Did you come to this knowing while moving?
Yes. So my main profession was to cook. So I learned how to cook by the books, really going into the science of it. Really
there should be some classes for cooking improvisation.
Yeah. So here I'm like, okay, I'm just learning what people did for over and over again. And it was so rigid. It's so rigid that there is no room for flexibility. If I change one element in a dal makhni, people will hang me. If I even call it as dal makhni at that point.
This is not my mother-in-law, I can remember.
Yeah.
This is not dal makhni.
This is not that. So I am like, okay, everyone is deciding what to do to the dal. Has anyone asked the dal how it wants to be cooked? This was my genuine question. I'm like, has anyone asked the dal how it wants to be cooked? And we see it as an inanimate thing, but it also came from life. So is there a way to be the dal?
It is also conscious if you want to believe all that. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, for me, I wanted to step out of my own self-judgment without thinking people might think that I might have gone insane or any of these things. I wanted to see how this ingredient want to communicate with me. And the only way that I found, instead of having a conversation, was to move with it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Patila, no.
Yeah, example was actually I did a concert.
Tell us more. I'm sure there are a lot of people hanging on your words.
Yeah. So example was one of the most normal ingredient, tomatoes. So I spent about a month with tomatoes, figuring out what the tomato has to communicate with me. And the result that came from it, all this moving and conversing in this, let's say, non-verbal language, was 22 recipes. 22 courses. Each was a personality or a reflection of the tomato that I was working with.
Sounds
makes
weird. Sense.
Yeah. Could be weird. So here I am using my science. I'm using my skills that I spend all of this time to work with, but I'm breaking the idea of recipe. Rather, I'm using it as a structure, knowing how I have to process things. But here I'm not deciding. I want the ingredient to also be a part of that process. So Butoh gave me that, and then Contact also gave me a space where I could take inspiration from people, because people also have a lot of ingredients. Some people are sour, some people are really bitter.
Yeah. At different times. They change from time to time also.
Some people are complex.
From stimulus to stimulus.
Yes, but I didn't see them as, let's say, bad flavors. Even bitter karela, if cooked right, is tasty. It is tasty. So someone who is making karela good is apparently doing something nice. So I started looking into these unpleasant things which are also there in the space. Because I feel generally everyone tries to be only pleasant with everyone, and everyone is wearing this nice mask to show that how good of a person they are, or how behaved person or how educated person they are. In these spaces of movement where, let's say, contact improvisation and Butoh exists, these masks come out. And then there are more flavors that get expressed. And this gives me inspiration and ingredients.
I like that. We talked about earlier also about us all having the possibilities of different flavors, which the structured way we are taught to move the body, because you should not get into danger or whatever. It sort of limits us. But so much is possible.
Yes.
Like in cooking.
I think everybody at some point invented something.
And I'm sure the ancient traditions of cooking which are there in the Kashik records, like Chinese food, you change the cut of the vegetable, it tastes different.
Yes.
And Tamilian food,
Yeah.
right?
Kerala food,
Kerala
heart
food.
of Ayurveda.
Yeah. If you go back in time and from all that to fast food,
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a big journey.
very big
Two
journey.
very little box.
Yeah. Yeah, we just go and then we just believe that somebody will know this information and we pay a lot to them.
Yeah.
But we just forget that I can also be, I am the same person.
Yeah.
And I can also communicate with my tomato. It's like every day there. I'm like, hello, what would you like to? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it just says like maybe make something. or
Yeah,
something.
and communicate with our body.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I got this few years ago when I started asking my body everything. Body, do you want to eat this? And everybody in the family would laugh at me. So what is it? I have to ask my body. Come on, I have to ask my body. ऐसे कौन करता है?
I will join you in this because I was this person. My family was
I'm
also
sure all
like,
of
"Oh,
us
you're
were."
going loony."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, I'm figuring out. I want to know more, and I don't want to know more based on what
the elders
what
tell
the
me.
elders tell me, because I already did those studies.
Yeah.
I can argue that I did those studies. It's not like I completely ignored all their studies. I did all of those studies, and I found it's very limiting. And food is something I felt it is nourishing and it's an everyday activity. And from moving, I understood it's the same. It's also a very nourishing activity for the body. And it was very necessary. So then this relationship between
No,
food
the
and
nourishment
movement,
is shared by the material of the food
Yeah.
and also the process.
yes,
Yes.
How you are, relating with it, and
Yeah.
it's not one-sided.
Yeah.
I asked a classical dancer, one famous classical dancer, that why do you have to, follow the structures? So I was told that you have to do the practice before you can take off and improvise with it, and that practice has to be long and hard.
Yeah.
I don't think so, right?
I don't think
You don't already need. I was 59, and the other day when I was at the workshop of yours, I'm 69, right? And I did not need to first pick up all the skills in the hard way, and then only I can step on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just comes.
It's also about how do we sense what is going on in our body and whether it is resonating or not. Like if I'm doing a practice and I'm practicing a lot, what is my relationship to my body? How do I feel inside as sensations about that practice? If I am not tapping into that sensation or the resonation, I'm not so sure if that practice is going to help me or is going to harm me also in a way. But can I tap into that sweet spot where yes, there is hard work. Yes, there is a struggle as well. But I'm also navigating on the resonating thread, and I'm tapping into that. When do I need to rest? When do I need to take a break? When do I need to break something to come back to something? Do I want to understand all of this intellectually? Do I want
Do just ask my body.
ask my body?
Yeah.
And in contact improvisation, we use music very less.
I know.
It was based it was started without music. And people often ask this question, what is the music that you dance to? And the music that we dance to is the sensations inside our body.
Yeah.
What are the sensations? Heaviness, lightness, stretch.
Yeah.
Is it collapsing? Is it expanding? And that's the music for us. Can we tap into the body which is all the time speaking to us, which is keeping the score all the time? Can we get our answers and instructions from there as well? I think that can also guide us.
Yeah.
How much of a practice I need? When can I break? Is my breaking harmonious?
Yeah.
Is it
And how
something-
much do I actually trust when my body says, okay, take a break?
Take a break.
How much does my PT instructor's voice tell me, no, break, come on, hard work.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to evolve and grow out of all that has been limiting us, right?
And this is also something I found very interesting about this practice. Like you are there in a class or a workshop, and the facilitator says that the first and the most important thing is whenever you are given an exercise, if you feel that something is not resonating in your body and you want to take a break, instead of taking a break, you can also sleep in the class. And when your body feels ready, jump in again. We just say that don't go into phones and other distractions, but do not push your limit.
Yeah.
And this was also quite liberating to me because whatever dance class I had tried before or other kinds of martial arts or other things, I am always, I cannot say no and step back and take a break. I cannot say no to my partner.
But taking a break could be part of the process.
Yes.
We all know that when we are really into something, you can dance for hours.
Yes.
And that time but you have to, till you get to that space, you might take breaks, and that's part of the whole process.
Yeah, this is what we are also doing now. We are traveling with this performance now. That's why we are in Chandigarh as well. It's also like talking about this process of like, if an injury happens or if something that breaks in me, should I not stop moving or should I move? And we are kind of debating with this performance that anything that breaks has to move, because that is the process and it needs movement as well. Doesn't matter physical pain, like he's going through some physical pain and injury, but still he wants to come back and move. Harman is going through some emotional things and he has to come back and move. I am going through this big process of like, oh no, bureaucracy, I cannot travel, this that is limiting me, but still we tend to move. And I feel like many of the forms teach you to stop and not do it. But somehow in this we are inviting people. It's like, if you want to go
because there are no templates here, no?
Yes, we
if
don't
you've
have,
got an injured mom, move.
we have people with collarbone injury with like this
Rods,
rods and stuff, and they
sticking
come
out.
and dance with one arm.
Yeah.
We are okay.
And this gives a lot of new movements to arise.
I know.
It breaks the
I know,
patterns.
right?
There is a limitation. And then you cannot use your left arm because I had some struggle. And first of all, I do not have to stop myself to go to the space because no one is going to push me. I can take a break at any point. I can witness.
It's your choice.
It's my
It's your
choice.
choice.
And this limitation is going to create more possibilities for other parts of my body. And that's also a space of a lot of joy to experience improvised and unknown spaces that you have not touched before. I find one very common thing between Butoh and convict improvisation is the unknown moments, the unknown spaces that we are taken to. If we surrender to the process, and the existence in that, and to see the intelligence of my body come out is also a very special place in both the forms, I think.
Yeah. And overall, I think what we learn in these kind of forms expands out into our whole world, and actually the whole world, because we are taught from childhood not to choose.
Yes.
To just fit yourself in the structure. But choice creates everything. Choice moves the universe.
Yes.
Right? And so we are going around like robots. But here in improvisation, you have choice. And then once you start choosing, you can't go back into structures. I can't even sit through a classical dance performance. You can't go back. And then you make choices in other areas of life.
Yeah.
And that's what our contribution to the planet.
we were talking the other day. It's like improvisation is not a window to the world, It's like the door itself.
Yes.
You can move in and out.
True.
It's like, oh, I'm the door actually. I'm not in.
Actually,
I'm not
soon
out.
there will be no in and out.
No,
Depending on your practice.
Yeah, you're just the door. It's like you are open sometimes outside, you're open inside.
Yeah.
You're not the gateway, you are the gate. Yes.
And the gate is you.
Yeah, that's you. It's like
Yeah.
you're embodied. I can swing wherever I want. I can open sometimes. I can close. I
Yeah.
can, because I have the choice. It's not like, oh, go out. No, come in. No, I'm not kind of. I can choose. Sometimes I want to be out. Sometimes I want to be in. The wind is good. Open. I go take the wind. No, it's like too much wind.
नहीं बेटे आपको ठंड लग जाएगी. You will get a cold. Go inside.
Yeah, it's like, no. I can be in, I can be out also. Yeah, that's the.
I know. I think this is the key to, change that we're all asking for.
Yeah. So here again, from what he said, this is exactly how Butoh interacts with CI, because Butoh is constantly this in-between space. It doesn't want to be in or out. It always wants to find what is somewhere in between. So in improvisation, in contact, when we are practicing both of these forms together, it just, let's say, supports each other to find more possibilities of, let's say, finding these unknown spaces or these in-between spaces together. It's not like, oh, Butoh finds it in its own way. I just use the contact space, or improvisation uses Butoh to find this. It's like a nice symbiotic dance where they continue to flavor each other. And you get something which is like this mysterious soup. And we don't know what flavor it is. And that's really fun.
That's the joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than intelligence.
Yeah.
It's not, it's intuition.
Also, Butoh, considering where it was born, how it was born,
Yeah.
it does, I'm sure, I don't know, I've never attended a Butoh workshop, but listening to you guys, it probably does, actually address those dark areas
Yes.
Yes.
that have solidified in your body and your life, your being.
Yeah.
Because that's the form. You can go beyond it, but initially you need to get a lot of stuff
Yeah.
Yeah.
addressed and over with. If it will ever become over, I guess. But at least there's a way.
There is a
there are
way.
tools.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think in our culture they all happen as well. But the thing is, like, they happen by themselves. Somebody getting like crazy and doing some stuff by themselves because it's too much of pressure. And they get out.
Like
and
Rumi, or when you think of
Yeah.
those have become structured now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he
when
was
they
dancing.
were there, they just went out. It's like, "Ay, chalo, I'm leaving."
Bulle Shah.
So we call them mystics, and the sense of them is like, okay, I have to go out. There's no way. And now at least we have the possibilities to taste those things.
Yeah.
And what is the wrong choice in tasting?
And I'm convinced that the way conventional, I don't know whether it's conventional, because what is conventional, but therapy takes place in today's world.
Yeah.
It's just talking and digging up old stuff and some way.
Yeah.
Get into your body, yeah.
Yeah, we say therapy already happens if you start to do some things.
Yeah.
And
Somatic practices like.
it is there. And also, of course, these days everything wants to be commercialized. Everything wants to be sold in a package, plastic wrapped or beautiful wrapped, whatever. And therapy works like this in a way. It just wraps around. But I don't think it is necessary if you're practicing any art.
No, it's hopeless. It doesn't help anyone except the therapist who goes, has a lot of money in his bank.
Yeah. If you have a lot of money, then you spend. You don't have to go to art, do dance, movement. Yeah, I feel like that's that is going to be the case soon. I feel like that's going to be also the future. Going to be, people are not gonna, already it's like hopeless spaces. It's like, I don't know, I'm just spending money, nothing is changing. And then people, just this morning, we had this in Tagore Theatre. We had a theatre group. We shared like a 2-hour class for them. They just came. They just asked. They came on this day to watch
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
Okay.
And then they were like, we asked them, "Are you guys interested for 2 hours?" They were like, "Yeah, please come and share." And then they were saying it's like just was like 1 hour, but we just felt something is happening.
Yeah,
like
of course, it's
something-
magic.
Yes, this is exactly what it is.
Movement and
Magic.
especially any kind of improvisation theatre or movement.
Yeah.
Not any kind. Movement is better.
Movement.
Yeah.
But it's really magic.
Yes.
It's magic.
And it's very hard to do it. It has to happen. And how do you do magic? Like you can show, but it cannot happen. I think you have to be there present. And for sure, once you taste it, you know, it's like tasty. I want it again.
Then you want it again. And
Then you're hooked.
Then you're hooked. And you know that you are waiting for this day. And you don't know when it's going to come, but still you are waiting for this.
And interestingly, it comes when somehow you are tired of it not coming, and the idea is dropped that I want to taste that again, and then it arrives again.
Something you're asking, no?
Yeah, you are waiting
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. You're asking and the universe obliges.
Yeah, I feel it's like an investigative approach, constantly investigating, seeing what is there, what can come, experimenting, keep on emptying. Sometimes I find, sometimes I guess we find something that could be unpleasant also, but it can also taste. Has a nice, interesting taste also.
These are all relative terms. No?
Yeah.
What is unpleasant?
Exactly.
In experimentation, I mean, if you think
all-
of conventional, there can be a bad smell, but it might contribute.
It might contribute. Yeah.
Electricity shocked to so many people. They're like, oh, it's an unpleasant feeling, but now we are all using it.
We're all using it.
And bulbs
So,
were also the same.
I'm really actually dreaming of, jaise hota na, this is huge, big spaces where yoga is happening. Why can't there be huge, big spaces where contact improv is happening? They probably are, but more and more.
More and more. Yeah,
More and more,
should
please.
happen.
That's
Yeah,
why we are touring, traveling, and taking this form.
you should do it on street corners and things. And, you know, if the police comes and catches you, that will be. क्या कर रहे हो? क्या कर रहे हो? अश्लील बात.
We can improvise with them.
Yeah. Many people also say that, you know, they just look and then they're like, we want to do it. And, but I'm not sure to do it with open spaces because I don't know what people think. Because it's like, oh, why would somebody crawl on the floor
Yeah.
and roll on the floor?
And roll on each other.
Yeah, roll on each other. It's like, why should we do this? And unless you do it, you will not feel it.
Here I
Because
feel.
we have this, sorry.
No, it's okay.
No.
So here, but this public performance pieces, I feel Butoh has a little bit of an edge because we cover ourselves in basically something that's like ash or white clay, and that's intimidating for most people. So even if they want to disrupt that, they would think twice before approaching. And that gives that space to
And
keep...
makeup has its good points.
So they don't recognize you or they don't know what person
And
or
they know
what-
it's a performance.
And in India, it's so nice because they think you are some spiritual guy from temple or something where they don't want to disrespect you. So even when I had this friction from police or people passing by, it was never this aggressive space because I don't exist there. I'm just there in full white with my hair out and I'm moving around. And then they're like, okay, either this guy jumped out of an asylum or he came from a temple. I'm fine with both.
Yeah, what do you care?
So that's a nice space to play with.
It's infectious also. We don't get touched in families also now. Everything is structured.
Yeah.
बड़े बौजी के पाँव छूने हैं, घुटने, you know. But you don't get real hugs also.
And that touching is also like touch. That's it. And there is the presence within that touch is, I feel, very rare.
Very rare.
Even
It's
when
all structured.
Before this, when I used to hug my mom, like, my mom is the most closest person, and still it was used to be done, and very less presence as well. When I really, but then when I was exposed to different colors, different textures of touch, that it just doesn't exist between love. It just doesn't exist between a hatred touch, but there are so many other textures.
So many grey areas also.
So many grey areas, and for some areas we don't even have words, or we don't even need to put words. It's a felt experience of touch. And yeah, then that's how I started to feel comfortable. But I can still see that the education of touch is a very rare subject.
Yeah.
Is a very sensitive subject.
Yeah.
Me and my partner Adriana, we wrote an essay in this book called Resistance and Support. It's a contact improvisation book, which has
I've heard about the book, but I haven't yet.
Yeah. So in this, we are also talking about this, how touch is a very political stuff as well in India, and how it's very also kind of working towards politically in a way, because we are untouchables, we cannot touch, they cannot come in, we cannot do this, and we have encountered all these places which really puts people into place of I don't know who is who, what is what, and I'm kind of blurring this line. And once I taste this, I can able to give my presence with touch to the other person. I also I twice think maybe it's not what I'm thinking as an idea, because this has been also consumed by somebody I don't know, somebody who I don't really resonate with. But when I really feel it, then I also think maybe all these ideologies of untouchability and this and that, I don't really care. I just want to be with the person, and I see human. And I think seeing human is kind of an important these days, to really see that, I see you as human being. And then we are all wow, this person is a human. It just becomes a person to human. It's both the same, but we try to see this as well. So yeah, I feel it really, touch gives a really big vocabulary, and it opens up really a massive world, and it gives, and it's healthy.
Yeah, it heals.
It heals. It's healthy. Yeah, I said in the other one talk is it's going to be sold very well in the coming future.
There are already people are selling cuddles.
Yeah. People are just selling cuddles workshop.
I mean, it's been sold in the traditional.
Yes. But the underground is for what? Is because I'm not touching somebody, and then I feel very far is no, we don't know this and stuff, and we don't know why. And still some cultures continue this, and I think as a world which is generated towards AI, I think the more touch is going to come.
You people have a lot of work to do. I think we should. We'll have to finish. I don't want to stop talking. Amazing stuff. So resonates with me. And
thank you for calling again.
Yes.
And thank you guys for being. Thank you for being and doing what you guys are doing. So grateful. And please, jeete raho and continue it. Nah. Okay. Thank you. So honored.
Yes.